are now tuned in to the recap with the GoodFellaz podcast. We back in the building. That's right, we back. Man, we've been chopping it up today. We've been talking music. We've been talking entertainment. It's only right. And of course, we've been talking about 2020 since it is slowly but surely coming to an end. So with that being said, we already talked about our top albums of 2020. Let's get into some entertainment. Let's get into some movies. Let's get into some TV shows. What are our top TV shows and movies of 2020? But before we get into that, we got to introduce the bad guys. We are the GoodFellaz. It is your boy Tommy Guns alongside my man Big A.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Dav Noble, AAP presents.
Yes. Let's get everybody. Yes. Had to do the slow 90s sitcom turn. You had to do one of these like, hey, what up?
Word. And my man Karev Yah, Heritage Hip Hop, what's good?
I hate everything.
Yo, like I said, man, we're here for y'all. Shout out to everybody tuned in right now, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We appreciate y'all. So let's get right into it. 2020, our favorite TV shows and movies of the year. Dav, since you do your thing with AAP where you break it down,
yes,
allow you to go first. What are some of your top movies and TV shows of 2020?
Number one. Well, no, we'll do five. Now, these are, I don't want to put these in order, but I did kind of put them in order, for me at least.
Okay.
So, number 5 for me, I like Lost in Space. Lost in Space, I used to watch it back in the day. They revamped it for Netflix. It's a really, really solid season. I think they have one more season coming back. Season 3 is the last season. Definitely caught my attention through 2 seasons. So that's number 5 for me. Okay. Number 4 was Utopia.
Yeah.
That Utopia was wild, and it was so timely because it dealt with like viruses and like Da Vinci Code level.
That was 2020 right there.
Yeah, word. It got canceled though, so I'm mad about that. I guess maybe it hit too close to home for a lot of people because it was all about conspiracies and viruses and stuff. So I know. Number 3 for me was The Boys. Boys season 2.
Yeah.
The Boys is my show. That show is just raw. Homelander is everything that Batman was afraid of Superman becoming in Batman vs. Superman, yo.
Homelander is America 2020.
Yeah, word. That's that meme where it's like how America sees itself, and it's like Superman, and then like how the rest of the world sees us, and it's Homelander. So coming in at number 2 for me was Money Heist. I think the new season came out, season 4, I think came out in 2020. I could be mistaken, but Money Heist, by far, one of the best shows. It's like a Spanish show. It's like, what's the best way I could explain it? Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, like that kind of a heist kind of a feel to it, but it's a Spanish-produced show that Netflix bought. Shout out to Netflix for basically going around the world and keeping relevant by going around the world and buying up shows that no one else is showing right now. Netflix has a worldwide platform that's killing it. And number 1 overall of 2020 for me, hands down, is The Mandalorian. Mandalorian is one of the best shows
ever.
I mean, dude, seriously, it's you got Western, it's Star Wars, it's good. It doesn't
Baby Yoda.
It doesn't hang on the Skywalkers, which has gotten so dense, but yo, Mandalorian is the best freaking show out right now. Both seasons, if you haven't seen it, where have you been? Watch The Mandalorian. Stop playing games with your life in 2020.
Correction.
The Rona's out here.
Correction. It's not Baby Yoda. Grogu.
Malik Yoda.
Malik Yoda.
But for the rest of the world, whether they want to accept it or not, it's Baby Yoda. Like, that marketing, like technically he was the child, but nah, it's Baby Yoda. Like and they are killing it from a franchising, selling units of toy. Like, Disney got to be raking right now.
Word. Disney put the stepping stone that pretty much broke the movie industry. But we talked about that in the previous shows, man. We are here prophesying about movie industries,
For real.
you know what I mean, months in advance. We know what's going on out here.
Word. Shout out to my man Dav. Yo, Big A, what were your top 5 TV shows of 2020? And I feel like 2020 was a year where we had no choice but to watch a whole lot of TV because we were in lockdown for so long. Big A, what were your top 5?
Netflix has a cartoon, like movies, TV shows called Blood of Zeus. It was really good. It was really, really good. Like, it's something to check out. It's like eight episodes parts, and it's really. I'm talking about. I didn't expect it to actually be. It was almost as you watching a movie, an actual real live movie. That's how good and smooth the animation in that show really is. And the storyline was definitely easy to follow. And it was a good plot. So I definitely go with, that's one of them. The Mandalorian, like I knew you was going. When Dad went first, I knew he was gonna say that
How
shit.
could you not?
Yo, I knew you was gonna say that shit. I was mad as hell. Like, I know the Mandalorian is my shit, yo. Mandalorian, yo, man, the Mandalorian is, like you said, it's a Western. It's got everything you want. It gives you every type of dynamic of plot from different scenarios, because every episode is almost like its own different show, but it makes up a whole collective like you're watching a show that feels like you're watching a movie, because from every episode the subplots change, but overall the arc is still staying the same, which is great writing. It's great visuals. Like, the show, hands down, to me, is one of the best shows I've seen in a very long time. Me personally, big shout out to Supernatural, the show that's been on for like forever. They actually ended the show this year, so that's one of the shows. Especially,
it was like 20 years, right?
20 years. Yeah, one of the longest running television shows of all time, like, literally. So yeah, you got those 3. There's a actual martial arts cartoon, Sines. I'm gonna play Sinessa Mingles. It's a martial arts cartoon. It's dope. And the storyline is dope. You got big name actors like Danny Trejo. Oh, Shaw. Just when I talk about Mexican, Shaw pops up. So you got Danny Trejo. You got Danny Trejo. You got the dude that played Luke Cage on Netflix. He does some of the voiceover work. You got a lot of different actors a part of that show, and the animation is definitely dope. It looks like, it's almost like a cartoon Kill Bill. It's really dope.
Is that on Netflix, or where is that?
It's on Netflix. Yeah, that one's on Netflix.
What's it called? I'm about to write this down. What's it called?
I believe it's pronounced Sines Mangos. You'll see
I'm
it.
gonna figure it. Okay.
Yeah, Sines Mangos. I'm trying to pull it up on
correct in Google, yo.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. You got that, and then trying to think another good show. Well, I haven't seen it yet, and I've been anticipating it. It was supposed to come out this month, and that's WandaVision. WandaVision that's coming out.
Yeah.
From the based on the trailers,
that trailer's fire.
The trailers look, because you're gonna get movie quality as a show. I think that's one of the most highly anticipated, between WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Those are two shows I actually been looking forward to, but due to the pandemic, everything got pushed back, so we won't be seeing that until 2021. And I feel like America like is a show, because if you've been watching America from the beginning of if you've been watching America from the beginning of January until currently now, we got a president that's refusing to get the hell out of office and concede. He's made history of a lot of things, but one thing he doesn't want to be remembered is the history of being the worst loser in the presidential race ever, the biggest loser
listen,
ever.
Everybody's waiting for season 45 of America to end, and then I guess season 46 will show. Is it 46? We 46?
46.
Season 46 will pick up, and we'll see where we go from there.
Yo, we'll have a cliffhanger like Supernatural. We don't know what's gonna happen next season.
Yo, I'm
Oh,
telling you,
man.
they're taking it
Now,
all the way to Senate, like for Congress before it's official. That's how crazy the season of America is.
You heard
Yo,
it.
Karev, what's up, Karev? What you vibing on, man? What your top 5 TV or shows, movies? What you got on there?
I'm not a big TV or movie person, so anything I pick, I guess it's special because I don't really do anything much on TV and all that.
Because nothing we said was special. No, I'm not playing.
Sorry, but the number one thing I saw this year, the number one thing I saw this year was The Mandalorian. I'm a Star Wars fan, so. And my favorite episode is the horror episode where they're in the hallways and like the lights will go off and he would like be in behind different people. I thought that episode really was like the best one I seen done. After that, Cobra Kai. I was Cobra Kai all year this year.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai for me is like I'm waiting for that to come back and really turn season 3 into something, the story into something crazy. Besides that, my highlights of the year was Bad Boys came back and it was pretty good. It wasn't the fall off that people thought. Everybody, before the movie came out, it's like who's funnier, Skinny Martin or Fat Martin? They try to like tear the movie apart, but the movie was good and it did better than they projected. So a part 4 is coming out. You know what I'm saying? So that was great for me. I like Black is King on Disney Plus, the Beyonce joint.
Not watched that yet.
Yeah,
How was it?
I will tell you this: the people who to me starred in that movie was the people who did the set design and the people who did the clothes. Because I like when I look at movies, sometimes I don't really like I like stories, number one, but I like the look and the feel of the movie. You know what I'm saying? That's why Joker to me is like one of the best movies because it was the feel of it was very deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? Was fire.
But other than that, The Five Bloods was good. I like that on Netflix. That was
I gotta
cool.
see that.
And
yeah, me too.
For the kiddie side of me, I like the Transformers Cybertron, the War of Cybertron.
Yo, that was fire,
Yeah, that was great.
Goodness.
I gotta check that out.
And on December 30th, part 2 comes out.
Oh wow.
So the computer animation for that show is crazy. Like that's a really dope. And they actually like go into they actually give it a real story. Like they go deep into that show. Like it's dope. Like it's crazy.
And side note for me, transfer it's funny with me, like the way I know about comic books and stuff, my mom taught me that stuff. So it has a real significant thing with me, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of stuff we will watch together. So when things come out, like for me, those are the things that take precedence over everything else, like Star Wars, superheroes, stuff like that. That's my connection with my mom. So, Transformers for me was big. And if anybody's a Transformer fan, December 30th, the new one comes out, and Megatron fights Galvatron. They actually meet each other in this.
Word.
Oh,
so
wow.
Wait,
I'm
aren't they
really
the same person?
Exactly. So that's why I want to know what they're doing, because it seems like everybody's doing time jump stories. So I want to know how they're going to make this happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that's going to happen in season 2.
Yes, that's December 30th.
I got to finish season 1.
Season 1 is great.
Yeah, check that out.
So I mean, for me,
is that on Netflix?
Yes, everything's on Netflix. So Netflix, if you're watching, we do take sponsorships. GoodFellaz TV.
Word.
HeritageHipHop.com. AE presents. Come see us with that check. You know what I'm saying?
And we know you got that money.
Word.
Like,
you won't even have to put it in subtitles.
Yeah, because you could pick up our show and we could do that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So that for me was the best for me for this year.
Dope, man. Yo, shout out to you because you actually had a lot of picks that nobody had even mentioned, because a lot of us were gonna be like, yeah, Mandalorian, whatever. So shout out to you. Yo, Shot Montana, man, was good. Yo,
so
we're talking
top 5?
Huh?
Yeah.
What we doing, like our top 5 of the year?
We're doing
top 5
shows.
Only 5, Sha. Only 5.
5 shows.
Yes.
Of 2020.
Shows or movies? Or movies. Shows or movies.
Okay. All right. Definitely Bad Boys, the last one.
Okay.
Joker.
Joker came out 2020?
Nah.
I was thinking that myself.
2019.
2019.
Okay, my bad. I take that back. Gotham, the show.
It ended last year, 2019.
2019, bro.
Oh, so damn. Wow.
Told you it's rough, bro.
Yeah.
I mentioned the 5 Bloods, right?
Nah.
That's number 2.
Good choice.
2020.
5 Bloods. Cobra Kai.
Word.
Okay.
Man, 2020. Because the Wu-Tang show's not on this year. It was last year.
Yeah.
Oh, the new Power.
Okay.
Power book.
Okay.
Power book.
Okay.
That's it. I'm
No, I know some people love Power. I've never watched it, but I know some people they love Power. And was it? Are you talking about the original? Or are you talking about? Is he rolling up trash in the?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? No, but I know Power. Are you talking about the spinoff?
Yeah.
Ghost. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Power book.
True.
Okay.
True.
That's Ghost's son, right? It's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What else you got?
That's it, man. Not a lot of new stuff came out this year.
True. Tommy, what you got, man?
I've actually gone back to watching old shows. Like earlier this year, I watched this old HBO football show called First and 10.
Oh wow, I remember that show.
Old as hell, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
That was good.
I watched the whole Married with Children again.
Wow,
That's my show.
Classic.
Yo, right there, Al Bundy, bitch.
The
Real
classic.
life.
Yeah.
Real life show.
Yo, I'm bugging. Lovecraft Country.
Oh yeah, Lovecraft Country came out this year. Classic.
Lovecraft Country
Classic.
is fire. HBO Max. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Classic.
Because Shaw was talking about throwbacks. It's made me think like it's not a throwback, but it did have a lot of history in it. So
Yeah. Yo, shout out. We've had a lot of good picks. Shout out to everybody tuned in right now. My personal favorite of 2020. I hate to be repetitive, but the Mandalorian, definitely fire. We've already talked about that a lot. What I like in particular is how they would take like a certain thing from the movies, like whether it was like an X-wing, or they would have like the Tusken Raiders, like somebody that you saw briefly at the beginning of part 1, and they would be like the focus of like that episode, like you know what I mean? It kind of showed you, what I mean? Because Star Wars had so much going on. You had crazy spaceships and aliens. It's like it was almost overloaded. But I like how the Mandalorian will take like, all right, we'll do this. So you know what I mean? Like, so I like how they kind of focused on one thing, kind of like expanded the Star Wars world like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even how they did what's her name? The Jedi with the female Jedi.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
That was so. And you know what's crazy? That was straight crowdsourced, yo.
Yeah,
that was so dope about that. That was.
I feel like the last couple episodes of the Mandalorian, they're really taking it to the next level. Like the dark saber, like something that you have to like see the show, like the cartoon, to like even know about, or you know what I mean? Like, so Mandalorian is definitely up there. One show none of you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's this show on FX called Dave, about Lil Dicky the rapper.
Oh yeah, I heard of that. I didn't watch that.
And I got this disclaimer, right? Like, this was like the heart of the pandemic. There was nothing on. I remember seeing the commercial. I was like, I don't know about all that, Lil Dicky. But that show is so funny. But at the same time, it's still like he actually spits. Like, it's kind of like Atlanta, but you actually like hear him spit. I love Atlanta, but I feel like Paperboy, they would just play like the song, but you really wouldn't see him in the studio. But you know what I mean? In addition to just being like funny, like white boy humor, like he actually like went off and he would spit, and you'd be like, oh shit, like I mean.
Nah, Lil Dicky, he got some bars.
Yeah, he
got some bars.
He
and then the star of the show really is his hype man.
Karev is killing me right now.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, check that out, Dave. That's one of my personal favorites. Also, The Boys. To me, that show, if you're a comic book fan or anything in that genre, you gotta, because it's like it takes it. But it's real. Like, that's how cats really act. Like we talked about it. Like, Homelander is America.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they got like lesbians on the low. They got like cats just being shady, like
Racist.
Racism is definitely in that.
And then even the good guys aren't necessarily all good. Like Butcher, like he's very much like the anti-hero. Like there's sometimes you'd be like, oh shit, like
yo, Crab, you never seen The Boys?
No.
Yo, watch The Boys. You are watch The Boys. Watch,
Yo, watch tomorrow after Mandalorian. I'll start it tomorrow after Mandalorian.
It's like
it's like
Justice League was real.
R-rated version of
Justice League.
Justice League is the other version of Justice League /
hold up. So the premise is basically you have superheroes have been corporatized? Is that the word?
Yeah, corporatized.
Yeah, have been basically incorporated. So now they have all these superheroes who are famous, and then you have like basically the people who have been affected by the superheroes just basically going unchecked. And so they bind together and they basically say they're going to kill all the superheroes.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the show.
So it's like the pro.
Are really shady on the low.
Yeah. So it's like the pro.
Well, it's more of the pro, more than the pro.
What is that? What's the pro?
The Pro was a book by Mark Millar that came out a while ago. It said, what if superheroes were like reflective of real life? So one day, like it was a prostitute who was like doing her little sex business or whatever, and she got hit by a meteor. Instead of dying, she got powers. So she used her process powers to be the best prostitute in the world. Right?
Oh my goodness! You gotta love comic books.
It's like that, right? It's like some raw type.
Yeah,
we definitely recommend that.
Yes.
Yo, did he just say she got hit by a meteor and became the best prostitute in the world? That was superpower?
Yeah, like one of the funniest parts in the book. Yeah, one of the funniest parts in the book was Wonder Woman got mad that Superman and Batman wanted her in the Justice League. So Superman saved her life. She gave him head. This nigga nutted and like destroyed a plane. And he had to save the plane. Like it's a real comic book. And Batman, and you know how Batman always prepares and he wins? Batman was jealous of Superman because he was fucking the Pro and didn't get no butt. And basically, it was like that. It was like some weird, like, real story.
It's similar to that. Check it out. Yo, speaking of superheroes, also, Umbrella
oh, my
Academy,
God. I can't.
It's one of my favorite shows also.
What is it?
Umbrella Academy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Umbrella Academy.
Yo, season 2 was dope.
You never watched that either?
Yeah, you got to watch it. Yeah.
Season 2 is better than season 1. Yeah. Season 3 is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Umbrella Academy is dope, yo. Like, definitely check that out. It's for everybody who hasn't seen it, it's, you know, superheroes, but it's like, oh, man, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's all about the down to earth superhero nowadays.
Yeah, but it's kind of like you know, Professor X with the X-Men. Like he had his school for gifted youngsters, and then it broke up, and then like 10 years later they get back together, and like the world's gonna end. But they save the world, and they do some time travel shit, and then it's still gonna end. So it's like, without giving too much away, check that out. What else? Utopia. I know David mentioned that earlier. I thought that was dope. What's scary about Utopia is it was so 2020 that they had to chill because literally, like, as we're going through a coronavirus, they're talking about a virus. Like, literally, like, it's I feel like it was so real that some people felt uncomfortable about it, even though it's based off of a British TV show from like 5 years ago.
Wow.
It literally could have been 2020, and if you didn't know anything and you watched it, be like, you'd be on Parler with Trump, like, yo, it's a conspiracy, like, yo, check out Utopia. Like, it's that real.
Wow.
Yo, that show is raw. Like,
what
that's
is it
one
on?
of the rawest. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
Bro, it's one of the rawest shows I've seen, and they pull no punches. Like, it's one of them shows that you don't get too attached to any cast member because they could just be taken out at any moment.
Oh, it's like Oz. Like everybody's fair game.
Without the rape, I mean, like Oz got real tricky towards the end, boy.
Yo,
real tricky.
First 2 episodes of Utopia, you'll be like, yo,
No, it locks you in from it
Yeah.
locks you in like Sons of Anarchy lock. I don't know if y'all ever seen Sons of Anarchy, but for me,
Yeah,
Sons
that was
of
a great
Anarchy,
show.
like the first 5 episodes, I was locked in.
Yeah, I told somebody to
Utopia
watch
locks you in from the first episode, straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, how about
It's
The Watchmen?
something I
That came
can't
out this year, right?
Did it?
Oh,
The
no.
Watchmen was great.
Is that
right?
2020?
That was
Yeah.
2019. That was
Oh, it's
2019.
2019?
That was 2019.
I saw it in
bro.
2020, so
That was
The Watchmen-
2019.
That counts. That counts. If you
The
saw it in
Watchmen is-
I saw
2020,
the 2020,
Dope,
so
yo.
Watchmen is fire, yo.
Yeah,
That's one of
Watchmen
the
is
best things,
dope.
best one seasons of a show ever.
I haven't seen it.
There's
And
one
what's
season.
cool is like not only was to me the movie was iconic, but like the TV show equally as dope, and they kind of kept it. I don't know. I mean, yo, it's dope, man. Like on so many levels, on a faithfulness to the comic book with a just expanding it and keeping it authentic. Yeah, The Watchmen was dope.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What do y'all? Let me ask y'all a question. What are y'all looking forward to in 2021 as far as movie wise? Because pandemic wise,
WandaVision.
everything has really been pushed back. Like if it's not coming out
Yeah.
on HBO Max or Disney Plus or Netflix, like for me, I know Coming to America is coming out 2021
Yeah.
on Amazon
Facts.
Prime. I'm looking forward to that.
Facts.
Yo, I think
Obviously-
WandaVision to me, like I think
Yeah.
that show, not even because it's Marvel or whatever, not even like I think that show could be something special. Like from what I've seen, like the clips and the trailers, like if they do that right, not only will it be important to Marvel, but I think that would be like just some great TV. Yo, like I see what I think they're trying to do with it, and it looks dope, yo.
I think it's the House of M, yo. To be honest,
It may be.
I think they're running that
Oh.
storyline parallel.
I think it could be
Yeah,
event.
I think it's a House of M too. Outside of the shout out to the nerds on YouTube, but there's they explained that one guy actually went into the language on the bottle of wine, and one of the clips like they froze the whole frame and read it in French, and then he interpreted it, and it actually is like the House of M on a wine bottle. So they will reference it. I don't know how deep they're gonna go into it, but Tom, you said movie wise, like I'm tired of waiting for Black Widow, man. That shit should have been out.
Yeah, they got no choice. They got to throw it out now.
Yeah, that shit should have been out. Black Widow should have been out, yo. Black Widow should have been out more than any other movie that's been waited outside of New Mutants.
They got to do it after Wonder Woman 84. They have to put Black Widow out. They can't not.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it's just holding up the next phase of Marvel, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Brad,
tell you
what
I'm
you waiting for? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm waiting for anything Star Wars and Marvel, period. Because Disney Plus is the hottest thing out right now. Besides that, Coming to America looks good. You know what I want to see that really intrigued me? I want to see the Varnell Hill show. Martin and Tommy Davidson got together to do a show together, and they're going to bring back Varnell Hill.
Really?
That's going to be on
crazy.
BT. That's going to be on BT streaming service.
Oh,
But
that's
you can
dope.
get through
BT
Amazon.
has a streaming service.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
get it through Amazon. So I'm really interested in seeing the Varnell Hill show. I want to see. Like I said, I'm in the comic books. So everybody follows Heritage Hip Hop. Blurred Hop is where we celebrate anime and comic book culture in the hip hop culture. So that's the type of stuff that I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Cobra Kai season 3 coming. Mandalorian season 3 is already being done right now, and Moff Gideon, for everybody who doesn't know who he is, watch the show. Moff Gideon is like the main emphasis of season 3, so you're gonna see his story brought out. So those are the things I'm really looking forward to. As far as anything else, maybe Wu-Tang season 2. I'd love to see that.
When
too,
is that dropping?
Yeah.
Is there a
I don't
date for
know.
that?
I don't know. I know it's on Hulu, and I'll tell you this much: for everybody who know the real story of Wu-Tang, you know a lot of that stuff is embellished. So we want to see what else they're gonna put in there. You know what I'm saying?
Shaw Montana, what you looking forward to movie and TV shows in the upcoming year?
Honestly, like nothing that hasn't really been said. I can't wait for Cobra Kai, bro. Cobra Kai is, man, it's a whole nother level. You know what rejuvenated it was when it came off of YouTube.
Yeah.
And
It's
it went on
been out for a couple years.
Yeah. It's not a new show.
Nah. But it's crazy how they were able to take that show and just really like make it so good like that. I never thought that it would be this good, bro. Like that show is fire. It's fire.
Yeah,
definitely Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is like, and like Karev said, I know for a fact that they embellish you know, if you watch another documentary about Wu-Tang called Of Mics and Men, you know, they
That's
go
a
into
good
a lot
documentary.
of stuff. Yeah, but I still want to see the show. It's still, you know, I want to see when Ghostface and Raekwon finally get cool. You know what I mean?
Word.
You know, but yeah, you know, it's pretty much those two. I can't say that I'm looking forward to too much of anything. You know, like I would love a Batman movie, but I love Chris Nolan's vision. You know what I'm saying? If it's not that dark Batman, where even the bad guys almost become like you can almost understand the bad guy. You know, I love that, man. Like,
Shaw, you gonna watch Tenet? If you like Nolan, Tenet. It's Nolan's newest movie.
It's a movie. It's not a series.
Nah, it's a movie. It just dropped. It's got Denzel Washington's son in it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it.
It's
like time
some
travel
mind trip stuff. It's some stuff in there, like visually.
I don't like all that time travel stuff though.
You might like it. It's not the classic take on time travel.
Okay. Nah, but there's some dope scenes in there in that movie.
Inception.
Christopher Nolan does not disappoint
like
when
Inception.
it comes to visuals.
I never seen Inception, but I heard Tenet was good.
You never saw Inception? You gotta watch Inception. Gotta watch Inception.
You got to jailbreak and Fire Stick, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Word. Yo, I just want to one thing. I just want to throw this out there. The new seasons of Atlanta. I'm definitely looking forward to that 2021.
Word.
Atlanta's like one of my personal favorite shows. I cannot wait for that to drop.
Yo, Tommy, I heard your other show is supposed to be coming back too. Snowfall. I seen a thing online today.
Yeah.
They were talking about the show.
Put that on my list too.
Snowfall. Like, I've never seen Snowfall, but the hype about this season that's coming up, like the way they hyped it up when I saw, I was like, damn, I'm actually intrigued.
You guys,
I want to go check that show out.
Watch Snowfall, yo. Like that
shit. And you know, it's loosely based on Freeway Ricky Ross's life.
I heard it's an additive to kind of what he went through in his life. Yeah.
Fellas, you know what I want to see?
Oh, go ahead.
What up?
You know what I want to see? It's not an actual show that's coming out, but I want to see more of the concept of Cobra Kai. Like, we grew up on a lot of shows and a lot of things that you had a particular person that was the bad guy. You know, I like that Cobra Kai almost makes the bad guy from Karate Kid the good guy now.
Yeah.
Word.
Like, I like that. Tell the other side of the story. When you listen to the other side, then you can understand the bad guy. You know what I
mean?
Yeah. I like that. That's one of the things I thought was dope about that show.
But I think that's what Marvel has been able to do so good with the classic cliche of a bad guy, where you see it from their perspective and you kind of understand. It may be sometimes, like in the case of Thanos, it's still a little sadistic, but you still understand why you get almost slightly empathetic on their cause or their crusade, on why they feel or they want to act on a certain way, but it still gives you more of an insight where it's not blindsided, like this guy is just doing this and you're only here from the one side of the protagonist instead of the antagonist. The antagonist he has a reason, like it's not a sadistic, crazy thing. I think that's why I like Joker too, because you were able to see it from his psychological perspective versus the actual real world. Like he was from his perspective.
Villains are the best heroes. Salute.
Yeah. Crab, we know you like the villains.
I like the villains.
It's
I
dope,
like the
man.
heroes.
I mean, all these movies now are focusing on really dealing with, I guess, the mentality of a hero, mentality of a villain, like really breaking down like the psyche and stuff. And I think that's cool. People relate to it easier when you do stuff like that, I think.
Yeah.
Listen, if you watch Gotham is kind of doing the same thing. It kind of tells the story from, no?
To an extent, it does. It does. They didn't nail the landing, but for a while, at least the first like 3 or 4 seasons, Gotham wasn't bad, like building up certain stuff. But definitely that last season, it did not end well.
I heard it wasn't that good. They just recently put it on Netflix, the last season of Gotham on there. So like they have the whole series on Netflix for those who got Netflix.
Word. Well, yo, it's almost about that time. We got to pay these bills. This is the Recap with the GoodFellaz podcast. We've been breaking it down 2020, some of our favorite things, whether it's music, movies, TV shows. We want to hear from y'all. So make sure you hit us up, whether it's on the comment, whether it's on the DM. Let us know, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Let us know. What do you think? Is there anything that you like? Did we miss anything? Anything that you're feeling? Any suggestions? The GoodFellaz, we here for y'all. But like I said, it's about that time. It's your boy Tommy Guns. Big A, where can they reach you at on social media?
I'm on all platforms under Adayar. That's AHDAYAR. That's AHDAYAR. Check me out on TikTok. I ain't got a video up yet, but I'll be working on it soon.
Yo, you dance. I'm
done. Dab Noble. AEP presents. You guys constantly break down pop culture, movies, TV shows, entertainment more in depth. Where can people check you on the Facebook? Let them know about the Facebook page because it's pretty dope, man.
Definitely, man. We got a good Facebook page, man. A.E.P. presents First Thoughts. That's an eclectic perspective presents First Thoughts. We talk about movies, politics, clothing. It's a free for all, man. It's a good place to be. We have brackets, eliminations, man. It's adult talk. We kick out all the trolls. So if you want to come and talk about just have some good adult talk, man, listen, come through. A.E.P. presents First Thoughts that's a Facebook group. And if you want to holler at me for photography, you can hit me on IG, DAV_AEP.
Yeah. Karevia, Heritage Hip Hop. Let them know how ill the website is and everything you got going on. Because you got a lot going on, man.
All we do is celebrate you, the people who make the foundation of hip-hop, which is hip-hop culture. You can find us at heritagehiphop.com, Heritage Hip Hop on all social media sites, and Heritage Hip Hop Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music. And most importantly, I want to give a shout-out to all the fellas of the GoodFellaz TV crew, because at the end of the day, we the best shit y'all got. So make sure you support us.
No lies told. Sean Montana, where can everybody reach you at online?
On IG, you can find me on GOTHYQ.
Mm-hmm.
Also on IG, you can find me on GoodFellaz TV.
Okay.
And lastly, on Parler, you can find me on Fucking Both 2020.
Word.
What was that last one?
On Parler, you can find me on Fucking Both 2020.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Parler.
Oh my gosh.
Females, of course, he's speaking about.
No, he's not. No. This guy's about to get us canceled.
Normally that would be the pause of the century, but of course we got to pay these bills. Guns. Hit me on Instagram.
Get the canceled stamp.
At DJ Tommy Guns. And of course, GoodFellazTV.com, realest interviews, news, music, hot chicks, pop culture. We in the building with all that. Check it out, GoodFellazTV.com. But it's about that time, man. And if we don't see y'all, or if you don't see us, I should say, enjoy your holidays, enjoy your new year. You'll see us at the top of 2021. Believe that. Recap with the GoodFellaz. Signing off.